we all found out, we were like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
And all of a sudden, I just see her twirl, and she trips because her dress is so long. My prom dress was so bright blue. My prom dress is so bright blue.
Meraki team! Hi everybody! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be talking about prom. Yay! So we did a video earlier called Dates and Dances and kind of just talking about like my school dance experience because I've been to a couple school dances this year. But prom is like the big deal, right? Like everybody knows about prom.
So the first part of prom that was kind of the whole experience, well, was first the ask, right? And so he asked me by dropping off a bunch of red Solo cups full of dum-dums, and it was like I'd be a dum-dum if I didn't ask you to prom or something like that.
Or no, I'd be a dum-dum if I let you go solo to prom. Or
Yeah,
like
I'd be a dum-dum if I let you go solo. They were in solo cups. And then I responded and I said, what did I say? It was like, I can't remember the exact wording of it, but it had something to do with Smarties, because it's like dum-dums and Smarties, and it was like, I'd love to take a Smartie like you, or I'd be a Smartie to take you to prom, or go with you. Something like that. I can't remember. After that, the hardest part was definitely finding a dress, because all the other dances are like short dresses, but this one's the one where like you wear a long dress and it's really nice and really expensive sometimes. There were a couple dresses that I was like, these are not really my type. Like there was one that was just like really low cut, and I was like, I feel so uncomfortable. Like, ah. And then there were a couple that I really, really loved, but they were like a lot of money. I put it on, I sent a video to my dad, and I was like, Dad, it's your little angel, I love you. Also, this dress is a lot of money. So we didn't end up getting that one. So, funny story, the dress that I ended up wearing to prom was the dress that I was supposed to wear in our Taylor Swift parody video. And so we'll put a link down here that you can go check that out. But what happened was we ordered this dress, and I think it's from China or Japan or something like that, right? And we ordered it online, and it came like just a couple days late. But this dress was like, it's beautiful, and I loved it. And so after we had gone prom dress shopping at all these like crazy places, we came and tried on this dress that I was supposed to wear in the video, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love this. And it was just so me, like there were flowers on it, and it was like kind of poofy, and it was just like this long dress with like the mesh fabric. It was a beautiful dress. I absolutely love it. But I actually had multiple people come up to me during the dance, and they were like, oh, my prom dress was so blue. My prom dress was so blue.
My prom dress was so bright blue. My prom dress is so bright blue.
Because I was definitely wearing my blue prom dress, and it was really funny.
So my prom experience, it was kind of interesting because I had a state theater competition the day of prom. And when we all found out, we were like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Because usually when you do prom, you do like a day date, and then you do the dance, or you do a day date, and then you do like dinner, and then the dance, right? But we were like, oh, well, we're gonna be at the theater competition all day long, so that's not gonna happen. So we ended up just doing a day date the day before. So we went to this go-kart place first, and it was really cool because I'd never been go-kart racing before. And
Wait, what is go-kart racing thing?
so it was me and my date, and we were going, and it was really funny because he had been before, and so he was like, he'd done it before, but I had no idea what I was doing. So the first time we went around, I was in front of him, and I was going like really slow, and like taking my time on the turns, like going around the turns, and he was just like, what? The next time he pulled out in front of me, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to go fast? So I'm like following him, like trying to keep up, and it was really funny. By the time we finished, I was pretty close to his speed, although he was going easy on me. It would time how fast each lap was, and how long it took total, and like all that kind of stuff. And it was so much fun. And after the go-karts, we went to this like fun zone place, I guess, and it just has a ton of different activities. What did we do first? We did laser tag, and laser tag was so much fun, even though we lost. And then after that, we did mini croquet, and it was way hard. Like we were both not very good at it. It was really funny though, because we just like like bounce the balls around with these giant crazy
I've done that before. My friends and I did that once, and yeah, we couldn't do it either. So we were just like whacking them from side to side.
Yeah, it was really hard. Like I don't know how people actually do croquet. So we did that, and then we like did bowling, and he taught me how to bowl better because, fun fact, I'm a really bad bowler, but he kind of taught me how to like actually bowl the right way, and so I got a little bit better at it, and it was just so much fun. We got ice cream, and so we had like this fun date the day before, and then the day of, I had my theater competition, and then when we finished, we went home, and I was like texting him on the way home, I'm like, "Okay, we just finished, I'll be home in an hour." He's like, "Great, I'll pick you up after that." And I'm like, "Cool, just give me like half an hour to get ready." So like ran home, like got my dress really fast, did my hair really fast, and like just went right to dinner. And so we took a couple pictures and then headed straight to dinner, and then we went to the dance afterward.
But funny story, Maggie is a very, very picky eater. And they had Hawaiian haystacks.
I've never had them.
She'd never had them. So did you try it?
I tried it, yeah, but I didn't eat a whole ton. But it was actually really fun because we were at one of my friend's houses, and all of a sudden I was just sitting there eating dinner, and like my best friend walks through the door and was like, "What are you doing here?" And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm serving you." And I was like, "What?" And so it was fun because I was like surrounded by, you know, my friends and stuff. And so then afterward we went to the dance. Before the dance, my school has this tradition called promenade. So promenade is this thing that we do every year where all the juniors go and we all together learn the same dance. It's like a slow dance kind of a thing, but it's choreographed. And so we perform the slow dance in groups of 10, and we go out with our date and we do like the 1-minute dance and stuff. And then they like give us a flower, and it's really cute.
It's really cute. I gotta say though, after like 15 times of watching it, because they like split them up into groups.
There's about
the
15
song,
groups.
like the dance is always so cute, and it's always so cute. But
The song.
like by the 15th time in the audience, you're like,
wow.
you're like, I should like change the song.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's really fun because you get to see everybody's dresses, and like you get to hang out with all of your friends for a little bit before the dance. And then after all the groups perform, then they have a mother, son, father, daughter dance. Because we live in a little small town, and so it's like a small town tradition that we have. But my dad, actually, funny story, like he didn't go to any school dances. He didn't go to any school dances.
He said, "Why waste money on someone that's not gonna be like, what was it?
Don't waste money on someone else's wife."
What?
It's so funny.
He always tells us, at least, that he went to all the girls' choice dances.
But none of the boys. And so he was like, "Yeah, well, this is my first prom too." And I was like, "What?" So it was kind of fun.
So then, as Maggie's finishing up her promenade, I was on the other side filming for my mom, and all of a sudden I just see her twirl, and she trips because her dress is so long that it totally tripped her. But luckily, she caught herself, or her date caught her or
No,
something.
my dress was so long that I totally slipped. My date said, before we went on, he's like, "Well, I mean, if it goes perfectly, then that's great. But if it doesn't go perfectly, then at least we'll have a great story to tell." And then that happened, and we're like, "Well, great story it is."
After the daddy-daughter dance, Maggie was talking to our family, and she told us that she had hardly eaten anything, and she's like, "I'm so hungry." And we were like, we could like go get you food, but then we were thinking, we're like, we
so
show up at prom, "Hey Maggie, we brought you
Some
food."
McDonald's. I'm like, what? Because I always feel bad when I'm like going on a date and they're like being so nice and so considerate. Like especially my date working around like theater competition and everything. I'm like, I just don't like food. But then after we went to promenade, we went and got ice cream, so that was fine because, you know, ice cream fills you up great. But my favorite line of the night was definitely, so he asked me, he's like, while we were slow dancing, he's like, "So what's your favorite part of the dance?" And I'm like, "Just kind of everything, you know, it's just been a really good day." And I was like, "What's your favorite part?" And he's like, "You." And I was like, "Aw," and he's like, "I've been practicing that one all week." But yeah, that was basically my prom experience. And then afterward we went home and ate some more ice cream because you can never have too much ice cream on a date. It was funny though because prom is like this huge deal, but like in the moment it felt, you know, just like every other dance, you know, just as much fun and so sweet, just like the small town and everything. It was awesome. I really, really loved it. So basically, that was prom in a nutshell. It was amazing and I loved it.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to go.
It's gonna be fun.
I can wait.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. You'll like it. Tell us about your experiences with prom. We love hearing from you guys.
Crazy
Leave a comment
stories. We love
about
crazy
any crazy stories. Have you ever fallen on the dance floor in front of your entire school? And make sure to go check out our other videos. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.
Bye!
Bye!